Donald Trump just asked Ukraine's Zelenskyy if he can strike Moscow. A joke maybe, but it's a bizarre moment in American politics. For one, the hardcore of Trump's own MAGA movement, the very voters who propelled him to power, are now rising up in fury.
My conversations with him are always very pleasant. They say, isn't that a very lovely conversation? And then the missiles go off that night. I go home, I tell the First Lady, I spoke to Vladimir today. We had a wonderful conversation. She said, oh, really? Another city was just hit. So it's like, look, he's, I don't want to say he's an assassin, but he's a tough guy. It's been proven over the years. He's fooled a lot of people. He fooled Bush. He fooled a lot of people. He fooled Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden. He didn't fool me.
Well, not over inflation, immigration, or even foreign wars, but over the sealed FBI files on Jeffrey Epstein. For years, Trump cultivated and weaponized suspicion about the alleged elite cover-up involving Epstein. Now, it seems like the narrative is backfiring. Well, his administration's refusal to fully release the Epstein files and Attorney General Pam Bondi's shifting explanations have left his base feeling betrayed and suspicious. Remember, Pam Bondi had said that she has a list of Epstein's clients. So, where is that list now? You may ask why it is bizarre. For starters, the American left and the right are on the same page. In fact, as the backlash intensifies, critics accuse Trump of hiding evidence, protecting elite, or even being implicated himself, especially after the social media figures reignited rumors that his name appears in the unreleased files. MAGA supporters, pro-Trump congressmen, and even Speaker Mike Johnson have demanded transparency. Many now say only a dramatic show of allegiance or distraction maybe can win back the most skeptical supporters. Trump and his allies had long pledged full disclosure of the Epstein case. The abrupt official memo denying the existence of any client list and Bondi's reversal from her earlier hint sparks disbelief and anger among Trump's grassroots base. Conspiracy theories once encouraged by Trump's rhetoric are now looking at the president with the same suspicion. Allegations that files are being hidden to protect the powerful resonates more after claims from figures like Elon Musk that Trump is among those named in the documents. Top MAGA lawmakers, right-wing media, and even House Republican leaders have publicly broken with Trump, pushing for a full release of Epstein records. Some say he could lose up to 10% of his core MAGA support if he fails to comply. For Trump, it seems like there's only one way to win them back. And maybe, unsurprisingly for the Republican, the answer is Russia. So is a clash between the two greatest powers of the post-war world a possibility again? This isn't just rhetoric, but a cynical read on American political reality. When a leader faces internal scandal and hammering supporters among their political core, American history is replete with examples of leaders turning to foreign crises to consolidate power and shifting attention. Military conflict has a decades-long history of boosting presidential approval by uniting factions under a government common threat. The scandalous headlines, the Epstein files, demands for transparency, the brewing feeling that Trump is covering for elites are washed away in a tide of wartime urgency. In fact, the media and voters switch focus. Loyalty is enforced as dissent is framed as unpatriotic. By going to war, especially like an adversary like Russia, whom MAGA supporters once saw as a potential ally, Trump recast himself as the tough defender of American sovereignty, a stance that might quiet accusations of elite compromise. For years, Trump was known for his accommodationist approach to Russia and public praise for Vladimir Putin. But this domestic fury mounting, he's made a hard pivot. Trump recently announced massive new arms shipment to Ukraine, threatened crippling tariffs on Russia, and a set of 50-day ultimatum for Moscow to end its war. Well, these actions are at odds with his previous non-interventionist rhetoric and his campaign promise to end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. Far-right influencers and MAGA icons have openly attacked Trump for supplying weapons to Ukraine, viewing it as a betrayal of America first, but also increasingly speculating that the move is a diversion tactic to draw attention away from the Epstein files. Well, to put it simply, Trump is now caught between two fires: his base's fury over the Epstein files and the broader political need to retain the loyalty of the movement that defines itself by skepticism, suspicion, and a demand for transparency. In this climate, high drama like posturing for conflict with Russia might be the only maneuver that can both distract and rally his supporters. Obviously, it's a dramatic gambit, one that risks global consequences. But in an America where conspiracies and spectacles define the mood of the day, it might be Trump's only card left to play.